I think you obviously attached this project before Ava came on, but you'd worked with her before and kind of went out to bat for her to get the job. So what was it about her that sort of made you want to kind of bring her into this movie and make her a part of it?
Her ability to really delve deep into humanity, emotion, what's happening off the line as well as on the line, really making things that feel relatively mundane feel deeply emotional and dramatic. I just thought she's a brilliant student of human beings. And, you know, knowing that Selma was something that I wanted to do, was doggedly stubborn with the idea of seeing happen at some point, I always knew I had to be under the directorial gaze of someone who could dimensionalize Dr. King. And what I mean by that is, you know, it would be very tempting to just accentuate his reputation as a great leader. But to give him his own film, what you really want is to find out the man behind all of that. And I just felt she was a perfect candidate to do that.
Because obviously we know him from like his big speeches and stuff and what he achieved, but the sort of home life I found really interesting. Was that something that kind of surprised you about it? Like the relationship with his wife and family, how he's quite quiet and reserved in that manner, but then obviously when he takes the podium, he's completely different in a way.
Well, that's exactly why I felt Ava was the perfect director for this. You know, the original script, that wasn't as prevalent. She, because that's what she's interested in, really accentuated the home life, the juxtaposition between the scenes with Lyndon Johnson and with Coretta, which really show you the gamut in terms of the dimensions of the man. You know, he's able to be strategic and forceful and press forward his ideas eloquently with Lyndon Johnson, and at home where he faces different challenges, strategy goes out of the window, words go out of the window, what to do next. You know, the challenges upon this man, or the burden upon him in relation to what he did when he did it, you know, really is told through the relationships we see him encountering in the film, and she's just so brilliant at doing that.
Obviously sort of playing Martin Luther King must have so much pressure attached to it, but this is the first real movie that we've seen him as well. Did that kind of heighten it for you, or was that something you try and sort of forget about and sort of focus on, you know, the job at hand?
You know what, being British helped a lot with not really thinking about it, because I didn't grow up in a culture where he was deified, certainly not to the degree that I would have been if I was African American. And I think that helped really just help me focus on who is this man, not, oh my goodness, it's Martin Luther King, the icon, the guy that my grandmother marched with. And, you know, I didn't have any of that baggage. And I think that helped with any trepidation I may have. Also, the fact that the film took 7 years to get off the ground. So by the time we were actually shooting it, you know, all intimidation had been burnt away by just the excitement that we were actually getting the thing done.
You went to the White House, right, didn't you, to screen it for Barack Obama? How was that experience? What was he sort of talking to you and Ava about?
Well, thankfully, both he and his wife love the film. I guess that's why we got the invite. You know, to show this film in that building, i.e. the White House, with this president in power, was really something quite extraordinary, because, you know, we talk about Dr. King's dream. The most dramatic demonstration of some of that dream being realized, I think, is Barack Obama being president. So there was something very, very significant about taking the film there to show it to him.